Do you remember when you lent 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira to a close friend, a classmate, maybe someone, your colleague in work or anything that you, someone that you met, okay? You thought this guy is your friend and you said, okay, I'm going to borrow this money. And then it ended up that 1 week turned to 3 weeks and 3 weeks turned to 3 months and then 3 months turned to a whole year. I never heard from them again. So you borrowed someone money out of a good heart, maybe someone that's very close to you, and then they told you, I'm going to pay back in 3 days, but they just blocked your number and they never called you again. That is what I mean by merry-go-round money. Avoid merry-go-round money, where you're going to lend money to someone in your close circle, okay, without a proper arrangement. By informal, okay, this tells you, oh, I'm going to pay back in 3 days, I'm going to pay back in 3 weeks, okay, and then you say, oh, because I trust him, oh, he's my friend, oh, he's my colleague, I've always known him, I'm going to borrow him this money, and then you put your heart in a state of dilemma because when 3 days turns 3 weeks and 3 weeks turns to 3 months and then a whole year and then you find out that your number is blocked, you are in a very great pain. So avoid these things now. So what must you do about merry-go-round money? Merry-go-round money is that this is you and this is your friend, this is your family and this is your bank. When you borrow money to someone without having a clear written formal arrangement and then you feel very stuck, it's very, very bad. Because what does that cause? It starts strained relationships, it causes financial losses, and it causes lack of boundary. If you're ever going to borrow money to somebody, whether it's your friend, whether it's your colleague, or whatever, make sure that your money you want to borrow somebody is the money you are ready to lose. Because if you're not ready to lose any money, okay, by borrowing someone, you must have a proper written formal agreement. Whether it's for business or investment, you must discuss ROI, returns on investment. Never try to complicate friendship and business, okay? Because when it comes to do with a lot of money, something that you work hard for, okay, if you lose it, you are going to feel great pain, and the trust is going to be broken, and you will not feel so happy about the person. And you say, "Oh, I used to trust him. Oh, he was my close friend. Look at what he has done to me." That's why you must avoid it before it happens to you. You must avoid this kind of thing. So, what must you do? First, you must have a proper formal lending agreement. Secondly, you must have financial planning. And thirdly, to avoid borrowing money that you cannot pay back, always plan in advance for emergency funds, okay? So whatever job you're having, always understand that 10% of whatever salary that you receive every month is meant to go for your savings. It's very, very important that you save. No matter how little it is, it builds a good habit in you. It builds a good habit that leads to financial freedom. So even if you're not earning a lot, because the habit is there, by the time you start earning a lot, you're going to know how to handle a lot. So I'm telling you to avoid yourself in this kind of difficult situation. Because when you find out that you bring your friendship and you have financial losses and there's no lack of boundaries, you'll be forced to make a decision, you'll be forced to cut them out of your life. So why not try to understand these things? Make sure that anybody that's not willing to lose his own money on a particular investment does not come to you for the money. Okay, a lot of people might come to borrow money from you because they want to invest in something or a company or this, and they tell you, "Oh, come and invest and come and buy shares." If they are not convinced about what they are doing themselves, because if they are convinced about what they are doing, they are going to sell and borrow from their own family. So why does someone come to you and borrow money that is not willing to pay back or is trying to use you? So be aware. Make sure that there's always a formal written agreement signed between you and a judge or someone that you can trust very well that can secure the relationship or secure the agreement. Because anything that comes to money, finance, business is very, very important. And never mistake business for friendship. Because business and success is not emotional. And if you put emotion inside business, you are putting yourself at a risk. Never say, "Oh, it's my family member, oh, it's my this." If you are not ready to lose any money, never give the money on promise. Never give the money on trust. Give the money only because it's a formal agreement that this is what's going to happen. And if this does not happen, this is the consequence of what is going to happen. And I hope that you understand this things. Because it's very important that you don't put your heart through trauma. You don't put your heart through this because it can cause death, it can cause disappointment, it can lose loss of life and trust. And all these things are not good for you. And like always, my friends, I hope that you learn the lesson. And I'm not trying to scare you. Make sure that everything is good and that your relationships are working. So that when time comes and you need help, people can help you also. And like always, my friends, I'm rooting for you. And I know that I'll see you in the next one. Peace.